So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was the last segment of the night. We see Triple H, he makes his way out there on SmackDown, and there is a new championship inside the ring, but it's covered up and everything. And Triple H was talking about how Roman Reigns has passed over 1,000 days as champion and all that stuff. That's what Triple H was saying, and he says that he wants to introduce the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns, and he comes out with Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman, the Bloodline. So yeah, Roman Reigns gets him into the ring, and they both shake hands and all that stuff. And Triple H was telling him that Roman Reigns has been champion for so long and stuff, and he wants to give him a new championship. And he reveals it and say WWE Championship that's all golden. So yeah, it was really cool. That's a new championship. So yeah, that's what Triple H gives Roman Reigns, and he walks out the ring. And yeah, Roman Reigns was talking about how he's the greatest of all time and all that stuff. And he's passed over 1,000 days, and he's just going to keep on reigning as champion and all that stuff. But then he gets interrupted by Jimmy and Jey, the Usos. So yeah, the Usos comes out. They interrupt them, and yeah, Jimmy Uso was talking some crap to Roman Reigns and stuff, talking about why he did that at Night of Champions and all that stuff. And he said he's tired of Roman Reigns getting up in his face and all that stuff. And then Roman starts stepping up to Jimmy and stuff, talking a lot of crap to him. And then Jimmy just pie faces Roman, and then they both get face to face again. And then Jey Uso gets in between them, and he's trying to separate them and all that stuff, talking about we're family and all that. And everything like that. And then Roman Reigns is like, even your brother acknowledges me. And then he passed the mic over to Solo, and Solo was telling Roman that he acknowledged his tribal chief, but he says that he's with his brothers as well, because those are his brothers. And he gets side by side with Jimmy and Jey and stuff. So yeah, it looks like the Bloodline was definitely about to break up right then and there. And then, the whole situation with Roman and Jimmy started happening with the pie face and all that stuff. And then Jey gets in between them, trying to separate them, and says, hey, we're family and all that stuff. We should not be doing this. I need you, and I need you. So yeah, that's what Jey was saying to them. And then Roman starts getting upset, and then all of a sudden he goes over there and hugs Jimmy. And, it looked like we're about to be fine, because Jimmy was like, why can't we just be the Bloodline and just dominate the whole company without you trying to bully us and all that stuff? So, yeah, that's what Jimmy was trying to get across. And Roman was like, yeah, you know what, you're right. Let's get a hug. And then Jimmy was like, do you forgive me? And Roman said no, and then he steps away from Jimmy. And then all of a sudden, we see Solo Sikoa hitting a Samoan spike onto Jimmy Uso, laying him out. And then Roman and Solo walks up the ramp, and Jey's still in the ring, checking on Jimmy and everything. And then Paul Heyman asks Roman, what about Jey? And Roman looks back at Jey and Jimmy. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good segment though. Really liked it. That was segment of the night. For match of the night, I gotta say it was that 6-man tag team match. And yeah, some pretty good stuff for tonight's SmackDown. But yeah, that has been my WWE Friday Night SmackDown reviews. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, World of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. So I'll be down there in the description box, and I'll see you guys later for this Monday's Monday Night Raw reviews. See you guys later. Until then.